Here we go. This is 1998, but I got a couple notes I got to read in for 1995. Part of the going to Memphis thing was because of Tara was selling, and they were entertaining doing Royster, and that to me is interesting because Royster was a semi-large account over in the Carolinas, and they were going to take us in. But we went to this big deal. 300 or 400 people showed up, and then the whole deal fell through. I thought that was kind of interesting. Sioux City picks of dirty warehouse. That's a point that happened to me during my 1997 situation when Woody took over and everything. I had to bring Jimmy Walker's warehouse into my warehouse, and it just became a big mess. And one of the guys from Sioux City, I can't think of his name, Daryl maybe. Anyway, he was a friend of mine when I was in Sioux City, but he really came down and he used my warehouse as an example what not to do in a big presentation. It was embarrassing. He didn't use my name, but it was pretty bad. And at that, I think then might have been at the same time as when I came back in and Woody took me to the Memphis office away from the meeting at the hotel and demoted me. So that was just some notes on, I think, 97. Anyway, let's start on 1998. And it ended up being a good deal, that demotion, because things worked out.
Okay, it looks like on January 1st, what is this, 1998, we went to see, there was a Titanic exhibit at Opryland Hotel.
Was it Opryland Hotel?
Probably. I think so.
I don't remember.
Anyway.
I kind of remember the exhibit a little, but did I go?
I don't remember.
But then when we ate at Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake, which was nice.
I kind of remember that. Not really.
Did that all the time. Okay.
We got
dinner at the Plantation House.
Plantation. You remember where that was?
Not at all. Sure, it was
hang
nice.
on, come back. We got some other notes there.
Well, just about work and
Okay.
other things you put in your calendar. Yeah, we went to see Amistad and went to Steak and Shake.
We went to Steak and Shake twice in the same month.
Well, we like Steak and Shake.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Brad's birthday was the 20th.
John de Tunica. Is that Tunica?
That's what it says.
All right, scoot back here. You're not back.
Oh.
And so Tunica, I mean, and that she's about ready to flip the page and forgot. I got to tell about Tunica. Tunica was where we went a lot for meetings. Not always meetings. I mean, once or twice. But I remember specifically one meeting where, God, what was the guy's name that was right after Bill Turner? That was my boss for a while before Woody became the boss.
Are you asking it?
Well, I'm asking you and me, and I'm trying to, I just can't think of his name. Anyway, Paul. And he was a VP at one point out of Indianapolis. And then Charles McKenzie, he was Charles' right-hand guy at when they first started. And he became a boss, and he wasn't too bad of a boss for the most part. But anyway, I remember going to Tunica for meetings, and we had a boardroom at one of the hotels in Tunica, and of course they gambled, in which I got tired of gambling. I'm still tired of gambling. Don't like to gamble. All right, what's next?
Okay.
So, anything in there, John? What?
It looks like we were at the Sheraton.
All right.
On the 24th and 25th, is that?
We've done that for 2 or 3 years in a row here. On the last 97, 96, that's Bill Hipp's big Monsanto meeting, and they don't do those anymore. So Monsanto sold out to Barron. But anyway, what else? What's
okay,
on that?
and then
Red. What's that say?
Closing Louisville.
Oh, okay. See, I'm glad. When I was in charge, and so this must, we're into 98 here, so I'm not sure exactly. I think that was year of my demotion. But during that year, we closed Springfield, and maybe that'll happen later on. this Louisville thing was part of Springfield, Kentucky, originally. Golly, it seemed like, I don't know who went first, Springfield, Kentucky, or Louisville, but Louisville was strictly a non-ag location, and we had bought them from some company, I think the company out of Indianapolis, I can't think of the name of, but we got like 2 or 3 salesmen or warehousemen, and all they did was lawn care and golf courses, that type of work. So anyway, I remember having to go up there. I think I took Chi-Chi with me, or maybe that other secretary type. Anyway, we went up there, and we had to do a lot of book work. I didn't do much because the girls had to do it. I don't do a lot of that. And we had to close it down. I had to fire all the guys and all that. It was kind of not good.
Well, all right.
So, John,
Okay.
what's that? Huntsville?
Huntsville.
So I went to Huntsville for something. That might have been a TVA thing. What's that say? Or
Returned home.
okay,
You have no indicators there.
I don't know.
If
But
it doesn't come back to you,
Huntsville has to be TVA, and doesn't have to be. It could be something else. But what's that?
okay. January, I was still coloring my hair with number 6 light brown L'Oreal.
Oh, there you go.
And on February the 1st, we went to 100 Oaks to the Regal to see Wag the dog.
Oh yeah, Wag the Dog was when Clinton was president then in '98, and that was one of the first times, kind of a right wing take on Clinton starting the war to take away the spin on him. So yeah.
Okay, we watched Speed 2. I was still doing a lot of call at the hospital.
Speed 2, Speed 1 was about that bus that went. What's her name? I can't think of her name, but she became popular, and the other guy, I can't think of one of his names.
Why do you launch these stories when you can't think of
it's
you're doing?
fun to have the story in there. You're just going flipping through. Anyway, I can't think of the names, but if Speed, I don't remember Speed 2. So
You'll have to Google it.
Yeah.
Okay. Kim here to pick up stuff. I don't understand.
Kim is Brad's girlfriend at this time, and she must have picked up something.
Okay. Dinner with Keith
What's that?
and
July.
for birthday. I don't know what that
Well,
is.
Keith's birthday was, my dad's birthday was around this time, 8th or 9th of February. But I don't know.
Jelly and fudge for birthday. Would that have been what we gave him?
Could
It
be.
sounds like
Could-
him.
it sounds
I
like
think
him.
that's what that is.
Shirley used to make him strawberry jelly
Mm-hmm.
or strawberry jam or something, and he loved it. Yeah, he loved it. Shirley made it for him.
Okay, Dad's birthday was the 10th
That's your dad.
of February, and I sent him a $30 Red Lobster gift certificate.
He probably liked that.
And I still doing a lot of call on Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I hated that call when you had that.
On the 21st, I've got February the 21st. Somebody went to Knoxville.
Okay. Move over here just a little bit. Right.
Okay.
John got VCR computer upgrade. Is that what that says?
That's what it says.
Well, don't flip it. I gotta think what that is. I don't know what that is. Computer.
You don't care. All right.
John bought what?
The next weekend bought Snappy.
Oh, Snappy was a program that I could snap pictures off of videos. I don't know how well it worked. I don't know where any of the pictures are. Probably was one of the. See, this is when computers were just coming into the home, and I was playing with them and stuff, and probably getting some pictures. That's the reason you wrote it in here.
Okay, February the 28th,
We watched Good Will Hunting.
and had dinner at Jody's Bus Car.
I have no idea.
No idea what that is.
I don't remember it.
Okay, and I'm still doing call all the time.
I don't think these places are still open. That we can't remember.
All right, looks like you were
John,
gone a couple days while I
Doesn't
had
say
call.
where I was going.
Um,
What's this down here? Is there anything?
Jason, DUI,
Oh,
marijuana,
oh,
accident.
oh.
Aren't you glad you asked?
I don't remember that.
Mm. Tom was calling. I've got truck to Brad with a question mark. Don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't remember him getting a truck back in '98.
And that weekend, I went to Morse Hill and had dinner with the Hollands there
Chinese buffet.
at Hamilton.
Is that that one out in the country? No. I don't know.
No, Hamilton is a town that's close to there.
Mm.
And all there but Charlie and Margene, and I saw Teresa.
Well, good.
Yes.
We're into March 9th. Yeah.
Okay, Brad's already dropping a class.
Yeah. Sheila off, worked. Vicky, okay, worked with Kathy.
We saw, had dinner at Red Lobster on March 14th.
What's this down here? Oh, okay, what's that?
It's a movie. We watched LA Confidential.
And you got a haircut. All right. What's that?
Staff meeting at work.
Brad home, John.
And I to Primary Colors. That's,
Some
we just saw a lot of movies in.
Yeah. Red Lobster, Brad, Cole, Dad's. What's that? B to Dad. Oh, Brad to Dad's. Brad.
Okay, and on March 29th, we went pontoon boating, and I wrote down Tumbleweed. That sounds like that was the name of a restaurant.
Tumbleweed was up here in town.
Yeah, I think so.
But pontoon boating in March? I mean, it's kind of early for us to go pontoon boating. But that's what it says. I mean, it's not too early. It's almost April. We had some good warm marches and a lot of not good warm marches.
Okay, not too much for the rest of April.
There's Applebee's. Where do we have an Applebee's? We have an
Right up here in
Applebee's.
town, we had one.
We had an Applebee's in town here. They turned to this and that. I wish we still had the Applebee's.
That's where that one
Yeah,
restaurant is.
Safari's is that now. What's that? Hospital set up.
Birthday fair.
Well, probably one of those community fair
Birthing
things.
fair. It was probably a fair for the OB department, and I probably went in to help with that for some reason.
Olive Garden, and what's that? Help out birthing fair.
Okay,
Help
so
out.
I helped with that weekend.
Community work she used to have to do.
On April 23rd, I got Brad buying Mustang.
Ooh. Yeah, he got the Mustang from his dad, or his dad arranged it, but Brad didn't buy it. His dad started it out and then Shirley paid
Yeah,
for
he
it.
always, that's Tom's motto. He buys something for Brad, and then he expects me to end up paying for it in the end.
What's that? Dinner at the Crab House. Myrtle Beach, what's that question? Is that a question mark or?
It looks like 2 Myrtle Beach. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, we were taking a trip there.
Maybe we had dinner at the Crab House in Myrtle Beach.
Okay, on May 4th, dinner we went to IMAX Cosmos. No idea what
They
that
might
is.
have an IMAX in Myrtle Beach. I don't know.
And dinner at T-Bones
To Charleston.
on May 5th
Court.
at the Courtyard Mills House Hotel in the Historic District.
These are places in Charleston and Myrtle Beach that we went to in 1998, which, we've been there more than once, so.
Dinner Calabash
All right.
to see Eddie something dash Elvis. Something to do with Elvis, something we did on
Some
vacation.
show on Myrtle Beach or something.
Some kind Benito's Italian. That probably was another restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, now we came home on the 9th. We stopped in Knoxville to see Brad.
Okay, so coming back from Myrtle Beach.
And on the 10th, I made dinner for Keith, Steve, and John. So that's when everybody was.
Steve was here
Yeah, both of them.
in '98. So now we know that Steve was here in '98 because he was with Dad and he lived in the apartments over there by Dad, and he was here in '98. Okay, what's that say?
It says Steve out, Jason in.
Steve out. All right.
Okay. looks like my coworker was off from May 15th to June 1st,
Yeah. Sheila.
fighting with regard to too much Davis.
Oh,
No time alone in house. That's never changed.
yeah.
Except we don't fight about it.
Evidently, Dad and Steve were here a lot or something.
I
So,
don't know.
yeah. Shirley complaining. Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
John gone. Doesn't say where. Hate that.
Okay, the 22nd of May, Betty Jane,
And Sandy.
Sandy, and
Okay, well, you
well,
got
they
more.
came to
more,
see Keith. More
getting
Davis.
More Davises. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, honey, what's that?
Betty Jane and Sandy.
Gone. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, you're missing stuff. All right. What's all that?
So we went boating on May 25th and had dinner at the Cattleman's.
Cattleman's. I wonder where that was. There was a restaurant down by Opry Land. That might have been the Cattleman's. Yeah. Right.
Okay, at 29th, Brad came home.
Mm-hmm. Dinner at Luby's. Brad Miner, he liked Luby's. Okay, Luby's was a buffet restaurant. We don't got too many of those anymore. Mom and Dad.
Okay, I went to Mom and Dad's on June the 5th.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Dinner Dyers. I don't know what that is. A nice breakfast at home, dinner. When I went there, they went out a lot.
I guess this thing is still going. Hang on. Yeah, it's still going. 16 minutes. Didn't see it up top there. Okay. All right.
Okay, so on June 6th, we had dinner at Merchants. So that would have been downtown.
Merchants is still a good place and been around for a while.
And we went to the Everly Brothers show.
I wonder if that was.
Probably at Ryman's Auditorium.
Yeah. Were the actual Everly Brothers, or
I assume.
were they still working back in '98? Yeah.
And on
Probably.
the 7th, we went boating and had lunch on the boat.
What boat we had in '98? Did we have the ski boat? We probably did, didn't we? A little blue and white ski boat.
Probably. My mom and dad left on Monday, June 8th to go back home.
Mm-hmm. They must have went boating with us. Or, what's that say?
Jason in, Laura in. I got Laura and Laura in. I don't know what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
I made dinner on the 12th. I made lunch on the 13th, and I made breakfast on the 14th. Fun for me.
Davises must have been in again.
Well, they're all sitting on their butt.
Laura and maybe Laura.
We went to dinner at the Tangleweed on June 13th.
I took you out to dinner.
Whoopee.
And we didn't do anything for all week.
Yeah.
Another week in June. Okay, what we got here? What's that?
I've got Janice had a candle party on the 25th of June. So we used to go to those little parties in their houses.
John and Steve to the flea market. Now this is when we were just starting, 1998. Steve was kind of getting me into this flea market thing. The furniture was all his. He brought it in. I remember he bought a dual-wheel truck, and I don't know what we were pulling, but we went to the first flea market in June of 1998. That was interesting. It was my first time selling furniture.
Shopping at the Lebanon Outlet Mall. I'd like to go back there.
I don't remember.
Haven't been there. This is 98.
I bet I didn't go. I bet I was at the flea market.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, on June, now we're into July.
Mm-hmm.
Watched fireworks out the window.
Yeah, and then we went
to Cherokee by the boat.
On the boat. So
it's a long boat ride.
I assume we were in a speedboat and not a pontoon at that time. I think.
Okay.
Longhorns.
Probably watched the movie Armageddon.
Yeah. 1998.
And Steve. I don't know what that was. Okay. And July the 18th, I went to Mom and Dad's, and we had dinner at the Villa Milan, which was a nice restaurant down there.
That was in the hills What was your town with the S?
That was down, well, it was Milan. It was on that road there.
Yeah, but okay, I was thinking Somerset or something. Yeah, which is right in the area. To what?
July the 19th to Cincinnati.
Hmm.
And an IMAX we went to the IMAX theater and saw a Mount Everest climb movie.
I don't think I was with you on that.
No, I was at Mother and Dad's.
Yeah.
We got Mother and Dad's down
Yeah.
here. Okay, here on July the,
Oh, we went back to Cherokee with Brendan. Brendan and Jim came down
yeah,
in 1998, and then we went to Cherokee again. Now that, golly, I remember getting tangled up in a rope coming back from Cherokee Steakhouse. I think we were in the darn pontoon boat. I don't remember. You know, that was probably a new pontoon boat at that time, which is probably the red one, which was, can't remember the name of it.
okay, on July the 26th, forgot wedding anniversary today.
Oh my golly, that was our wedding anniversary, wasn't it?
Made dinner, Brenda, Jim, and John.
Yeah.
Went to the flea market and then came home.
So I wonder, I wasn't doing the flea market because Brenda and Jim were in. I think that kind of pissed Steve off because I was supposed to be doing flea markets with him. Not sure, but I think then I took Brenda and Jim. Steve probably did the flea market by himself. I think we took Brenda and Jim to the flea market, which Jim liked it. He bought something, I forget what, some kind of historical stuff. What's that?
Okay, July the 27th, I had a busy week at work.
Mm-hmm.
John went to Virginia Beach.
Why did I go to Virginia Beach without you?
Well, I don't know. I was working then, and I didn't
Well, I
take
know,
off to
but
go and do things.
I just don't imagine. I can't imagine
He
going
was
to Virginia.
gone a lot.
I know, but I don't remember. I would have had to have some kind of meeting there at Virginia Beach. I don't know why I'd go to Virginia Beach anyway.
I just Rod gone.
Rod gone. Rod gone.
I don't know what that means.
Let's see. Rod was one of my bosses, but I don't know whether this happened.
Is this when was he fired or something?
I didn't know he was hired yet. I thought. I can't remember exactly when my date was of Woody and all that. Was 98, 97, 99. I thought it was 98. But maybe we talked about it on the other tape. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done tapes.
Okay, to Knoxville on August the 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Next at home. Perfect movie.
Perfect
Movie something. Safari.
Perfect Murder movie was probably the name of the movie. And we ate dinner at Safari's.
The other Safari's, that's the one in Rivergate. It's closed now. Now they got Safari's here.
We did the flea market the week of the 22nd and 23rd.
Now, see, I think we're starting to do the flea market by ourselves at this point. And probably you and me in August of that first year that we did the flea market, we had, I think Jason and Brad helped us, I think. And we had a ton of stuff. Steve just loaded us up with stuff.
Okay, August the 29th.
$4,000 or $5,000, I think it was great.
An Oilers game with John and Nell. We went to a football game with the folks from
when we did John and Nell, the Oilers were pre-Titans in '98, and I think that was at Vanderbilt Stadium. Was where that game was.
Okay, September the 3rd, I had a candle party. Looks like I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people there. That's a pretty good turnout.
Yeah.
Once again, we had Aunt Imogene and Uncle George in for a gospel sing. They must have been in town. It's my aunt and uncle.
Okay, that's possible.
Dinner at Cherokee.
We did Cherokee.
Well, there wasn't that much there.
I know, but is that by boat or do we just drive over there? I don't know.
John's birthday was on the 5th.
Oh, and then okay. Then it says on the 6th, I'm setting up furniture at Cross Plains. Cross Plains was that Red River Antique Mall. That was one of our first antique malls.
Okay. John, Dad in for dinner.
Yeah. Okay.
Boat ride.
Yeah.
And here we went to Gatlinburg on September the 11th.
At the Peddler dinner at the Peddler. See, we saw the Peddler. I saw it when we were last week in Gatlinburg. That would have to have been on one of the chemical company's deals in Gatlinburg.
Okay,
So-
John was golfing on Saturday. I've got me walking the main drag. I probably was walking.
That was probably
too.
still in Gatlinburg.
Yeah, we probably had accommodations in Gatlinburg, and I just set out. And then we came home on the 13th.
All right. Well,
My mom and dad came in on the 18th.
Mhm.
It was probably,
flip back here. Where is it? What's that? That's it. We're in Destin at this point.
okay, Sea Mist Cottage.
Yeah, we're down in Destin somewhere.
And we ate at the back porch.
Yeah. So this is a trip to Destin. You're kind of glossing over here.
That wasn't Dolphin Island, was it?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
not at the back porch. That was one of those beach restaurants at Destin. Now, I don't know whether I was on that trip or not. Might have been. We were doing a lot of September trips to Destin area back in the 90s. I got used to it because of Bill Turner's meetings down there, and then we really liked it. Yeah.
This is just lobsters at Laundries. Donut Hole. Donut Hole was a big place for
That's
us in
still
Destin.
in Destin. Yeah, we're still in Destin at this point. Yeah.
Bugs Inn Cottage.
You can see that. I don't know. One cottage we were in was a house, so I don't think it's this one. But
Okay, good time, beach chairs and shopping. Okay, then we go to a flea market the 26th and 27th of September.
that was that first year we were doing all those flea markets, and it was going bam, 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 and we were making money. And I'm going, this is great, you know, because we did 5,000, 5,000, 4,000, 5,000, yeah, and then it went downhill from there.
Never was that good again. Then we went on September 29th. We went
Remember that.
on a TVA barge dinner to up around
TVA was just
Clarksford. We
nutty
were on the
back
Cumberland.
then. They were
Cumberland River.
they were whining and dining. I get wine and dined by chemicals, and they were wine and dining us too. TVA was one of my big accounts, and we did this barge. We went to drove to Clarksville, got on the barge, went down the river, had dinner on the barge. I mean, it was first class, really. We got here. Flea, what's it?
Flu shots.
Flu shots. Okay.
That's me.
All right.
Okay.
Call. Steve, maybe. Okay.
Great man. Like, okay. Late and back in September. Okay, I was working a lot. Looks like I worked late and then came back in during the night and slept at the hospital October 12th.
This is beach stuff.
Okay, on October 15th, we went to Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach again. Yeah, in the same year twice.
Guess so. We rode with Joe and Lisa.
Oh yeah, that was a different. See, at this point, I am demoted because Spencer is the manager at this point, and he put this thing to Gatlinburg together that I used to do, and we all kind of rode together, and Joe and Lisa, we went there and picked them up in Knoxville, wherever they lived, Alcoa, I think.
We went to the Boone Plantation. You remember that?
No, not right
I don't
off.
know either. Dinner at a
Seafood. We went deep sea fishing because I didn't want to play golf, and you didn't like it. You got kind of sick on the deep sea fishing. We went with that one secretary's husband.
it was real rough.
The three of us. It was real rough. Yeah, and I don't remember catching anything.
And then we went to a medieval dinner.
And that was interesting because Shirley and I were tired from that thing, and we took a nap in our room, and Spencer had to call us and wake us up. And I mean, it was kind of touchy because I had just became not the manager, and Spencer's called me to wake me up. It was funny, but we went to the medieval thing, and I sat right next to Spencer. So anyway, he's still my buddy. We did a flea market in October. Another bam, bam, bam. October's the big flea market. We did a little bit less, I remember. All right.
Okay. It's not the name here.
Yeah.
Set up the Goodlettsville Rare Bird Mall on November 1st.
Oh, Rare Bird in Goodlettsville, because we'd already done the Red River. Get my R's mixed up.
November,
Work.
must have been in Tuesday. I went to Knoxville to see Brad, I guess.
Yeah.
Lunch with Brad and
Perkins. I
Ken.
remember eating Brad liked to eat at Perkins. Yep. Brad home. You must have picked him up, brought him back or something.
Mm.
What's it say?
Feeling bad. I had a cold.
Yeah, cold.
Entire month.
Dinner.
Okay.
Is that dinner?
Grandstand.
Grandstands.
Oh, okay.
Well, hang on. Flip back.
Well, there's nothing
Well,
there.
I know, but grandstands. I'm trying to remember where it was. Grandstands. I have to think about that. All right.
Nothing the next week.
Nothing. Now we're into late November. Jason, Steve in for Thanksgiving probably. You work some.
Yeah, I went back to work at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, those were good times.
Oh, what's that? BJ came in for dinner. You know, at O'Charlie's for Thanksgiving dinner. This is Thanksgiving, by the way. I think the 26th.
It says Thanksgiving, yes. Yeah.
You got a migraine. You were in bed.
Drove to Knoxville on the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Flea market the 29th.
Yeah, that was a big flea market.
Okay. Jason and Steve out on Monday the 30th. I've got open house at Rachel's and Ed's wife passed out.
I don't know who Rachel and Ed is. Ed's wife. I don't know. Party.
Candle parties. Janice.
Movie at home. Mall shopping. Field trip. Flea market expo 24. Dinner. Bennigan's. And here we did all those great flea markets in that year in the fall, and then we did one in December. Wasn't very good, I remember, but it was still better than some we've done.
Here now we get into Christmas. On Christmas Eve, I cooked and fed people all day.
All
it looks like Mike, Betty, Mary, and Blair.
Mary was Mike's girlfriend back in, and Blair's probably,
That's his kid. That's her kid.
That was her kid. Was that
Yeah.
his name? That doesn't sound quite
so.
right.
Well,
It started with a B, but I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, so Mike was here, his girlfriend, Blair, Steve. Steve's still here, 98.
And the next